Hey, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to continue with some singing. If you're learning how to sing, or you think you're at an average level or even an advanced level, I guarantee watching this, at the end of it, you'll have a really good exercise to develop your falsetto. So please push that like button. You will not believe how much it helps with the algorithm. So how do we find out our own anchor note? I'm going to call it anchor note or bass note. Bass note? Yeah, that could work. No, we'll call it anchor note because bass note could get confused. So your anchor note. So for me personally, over time I've just figured mine out. I'm around the key of C. What do I mean by that? So in all keys I can sing because a note is a note regardless of whatever scale you're in. However, with a falsetto note, you can only go so deep. For example, I'm going to go me. We will do certain vowels down the line because, believe it or not, it's how you mouth the song or the word that determines if you're going to sustain that note. You may find, why do you think Liam Gallagher and Noel Gallagher goes me? At the end of everything, you can hold that note longer. I do it as well, a lot of people do, but you can see how certain vowels you can end your phrase of your vocal phrase with an E because it makes it a little bit easier to sing. So you'll find that out down the line, or you may have already found that out. Drop me a comment if you have. So for me, C is my lowest, so I'm going to show you how you can get your bass anchor note. We're going to start an E. Naughty. Because let's face it, if you start an E, you're going to do every single note within all of the world. Me, 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 me. Try and do a bit of vibrato. Remember, the longer you hold the note, the more vibrato you're able to add, and you can also change the speed of it. So the longer you do the note, the more of a complete exercise you'll get from this. Now for me, I feel like I'm getting a little bit too deep. Now I'm kind of going into normal singing. Me. Can you hear? So that's when you find your anchor note. Now, don't get me wrong, if for example you get to F and you're still quite good at doing it, keep at that register and then start back at here and then keep going. Because you learn your starting note of your falsetto exercise. So, like I say, for me, C, me. So, if you've never done falsetto before, this is a really good a test, let's say. If you've got a song, whether it's your own or you like singing along to something with this, that and the other, sing the song and then imagine you're in bed with your partner or on your own and you don't want to wake anyone up in the house and you're singing that song. So, for example, if I go, one love for you and all the world that needs to feel it too. That's quite high. So if I was going to do it in the bedroom, I'd go, one love for you and all the world that needs to feel it too. Can you see how just by getting just little tricks like that, you would think to yourself, you know what, I can sing falsetto because I've been doing it all my life. I've been trying, especially when you're in the music world and you want to learn how to sing and you just like practicing, sat on your bed. I've been to your house. You know, you just It's what you do. So that is your head voice / falsetto. So now we've discovered our bass note or our anchor note. So that's going to be the starting note of your scale. So for me, I feel comfortable around C. So my falsetto exercise is going to be in C. Now, videos down the line, we're going to do a really good exercise where we start in a normal register and then we go falsetto. So that's when we get a little bit advanced. So for example, so that's down the line. So we're just going to stick with the first falsetto to start with, and then we're going to do the normal scale, and then it's going to bleed into a falsetto. That, my friend, is when you think to yourself, my God, I'm pretty good at singing. So as always, we're going to use numbers. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out my previous videos. I have a playlist where I have a playlist of all singing techniques, playlist of certain keys. So if you want to do a solo in A minor, I can show you certain scales within that key. But yeah, so let's crack on. So we're going to do numbers. Check out my playlist, like I say, if you don't know what I'm talking about. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I usually do it in the key of G, so because this is now in a key of C, let's see if I can sing that higher register. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Jesus Christ, I've just hit my record. I used to be top C. Good, look how red I've gone. When you're singing, use a mirror or a camera so you can see your mouth. So we've warmed the voices up. We're going to do the falsetto scale. We can do the falsetto scale. It's only early for me today, so I've just broke my PB, as they say, personal best. Early in the morning. Go me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh baby, there you go. So that's your falsetto scale. Like I say, that's my register. You should know yours because of your anchor note. Reason why we do with numbers, because if you check out my previous videos, the one that got 18,000 views, so please push that like button, it helps with all the algorithm stuff. Because we use numbers, we pick out certain numbers and then we sing them or say them over chords. So we always use the basic chord progression within pretty much all music, which is the 1, 4, 5, 6. So in the key of C, we know you've heard a song using that chord progression. Is very common. So using numbers, for example, I can sing 1, 5, 3 all the way through, and then singing 1, 5, 3, 1, 5, 3 over those 4 different chords. Because believe it or not, when you first start singing, your mind or your ear wants to follow the bass note of the song. So your ear wants to go 1, 1, just sing the note, you just follow the bass note. So doing these exercises, you're forced away from that. So if you're good at doing it, that's great. But if you're learning singing, honestly, it will be such a good ear experience. That sounds weird. My ear balls. So now we're going to do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 over those 4 chords. But we're going to do it quite slow so we can practice our vibrato. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that exercise will help you pick out certain notes within scales over those chords. Now, because you're just learning falsetto, you may struggle at saying the numbers because you're doing different vowels. If you want to stay on the same vowel or letter or word, do the me. You may find it easier, but if you can, try and do the numbers, because from the running start you will start doing different vowels. So that's it today. Great exercise. Just keep practicing those numbers over those 4 chords. What I'm going to do is, obviously we're going to get more advanced, so please put this in your like boxes or watch later boxes, because trust me, if you think this is easy, it will get much more difficult. So if you think it's difficult, do this over and over again until you think, I've got it. Remember, find that bass note first. If you think I'm being silly and you may know already, that's great. Just move on to the exercise, because when we get much better at doing the scale over those 4 chords, because you may struggle at that point, if you just want to stay on the same chord while you're just doing that scale to start with, that will give you a good, like I say, head start to what we're going to do on the next video. So please push that like button. It makes so much difference. In the comments, I am curious. I'd love to know the first song you learnt on the guitar or the piano, and let me see if I can play it myself. So as always, stay foolish and rockin' falsetto. Woo!